Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Samson Dos Equis, Leonardo DiCaprio Pro, Quentin Tarantino Pro, but y'all call me Pro for short. And this is the XX Files. And as we always do, when you're pulling up here, we are on episode 26. So with that being said, give yourselves a round of applause, man. So, do you want to just introduce yourself? Or, I got a beautiful introduction. I mean, if you don't want to do so.
I mean, you can introduce me if you want to. Since I don't want to waste your introduction.
Oh, no problem. I got you. I got you covered. With that being said,
I don't want to waste it.
Today's guest is someone who really, really represents evolution in real time. Not just in what she creates, but in how she moves. She is a creative, a visionary, a woman who's learning how to trust her own voice louder than the outside noise, and her work lives at the intersection of expression, identity, and becoming. This is a conversation about growth, pressure, self-discovery, and what happens when you stop trying to fit in and start choosing yourself first. Welcome to the XX Files, Chelsthemac.
Oh my God.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed to be here. I'm so excited. When he hit me up to come on here, I was like, oh shit, me, you want to interview me? Let's do it.
Yes,
let's do it.
Definitely. This is always a place for artists and creatives just to be themselves and for the world to see a different side of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I always see Chels and I have good combos with Chels, but I feel like there's a certain side outside of music that y'all just need to explore more. So we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to jump to the first hot topic. So, speaking about artistry, Chels, you just dropped Did You Know? And one thing, I talked to you in private about this, it is definitely inspired by The Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica.
Featuring my girl Memory, by
yes,
the way.
Featuring Memory.
Shout out to Memory.
Big shout out to
Love
Memory.
Her down.
So with that being said, what did you want this song to feel like? Not sound like, but what did you want it to feel like?
I just wanted it to feel good. Early 2000s, like really low key, not getting ready for the club, like just kicking it with your homegirl, like nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to give a nostalgic feel for real. And when I heard the beat, I was like, wow, this is sounding similar to that Boy Is Mine production. And once I heard that, I was like, oh, we need this. Like, we need this ASAP.
So I guess how was that studio session? So it was one of those joints when you heard it, you was like, oh, this is The Boy Is Mine all over it. Did you initially hear Memory? How did that whole process kind of start off?
So actually what's crazy is a couple of years ago, we were at a listening party, Ricky Devaine's listening party.
Shout out to Ricky.
His project.
And shout out to the Stone Conglomerate.
Yep. Shout out to Stone Heart Conglomerate. Yeah. Shout out to them boys.
Yeah.
But we were actually at his listening party for Rebel Yell, I believe. And Memory, I ain't gonna get on my girl too bad, but she be playing with her abilities.
Yep. She cold now. She cold,
but she be playing.
Yeah.
And she had came to me with the idea, actually. She was like, Chels, like, we need to do like some kind of like a spinoff of like The Boy Is Mine. And when she said that, it's like a light bulb. I'm like, Negro, we would be perfect for that. like it would be perfect for that. So we didn't actually capitalize on that idea. This was probably maybe a couple years later. And I'm just in my room.
Sometimes it takes time.
Yeah, it just takes time. It didn't bloom until a couple years later. I was in my room doing my normal trying to make music thing, writing and stuff, going through beats. And then when I heard that beat, it's like the idea came back. I was like, oh yeah, like this is it. This is it right here. So I started writing on it. I hit her up and I was like, yeah, we doing a studio session for this soon, like ASAP. We need to get in here ASAP. And time is so crazy. We actually recorded this song probably at least a year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But no, so did that kind of give y'all time like to create that rollout that y'all did for that?
Oh yeah. That gave us time to create the rollout, sit on the idea, think about what we wanted it to look like, visuals, all that. So, and it ended up coming out exactly as we imagined. So.
It super dope. And I gotta say, shout out to y'all. I'm a big fan of rollouts still being a thing.
Yes.
So I have to say, what inspired y'all rollout? Because you couldn't miss it on timeline. It was colorful, it was bright. It brought you back like to the 90s, to the vibe. So I guess what inspired for y'all to kind of roll out the project with those visuals?
I guess keeping something consistent. Like I feel like a lot of times, like artists today, like we'll just drop a song and
then that's it.
And then that's it. Not really have no story behind it. And I'm all pro, like no pun intended. Just dropping music, just getting it out there. I feel like every song doesn't need to have a grandiose rollout per se. But with this one, I knew it was special kind of. And honestly, that's how I take a lot of my art. Like me personally, if I could do a rollout for every song, then I would. For real.
For sure.
If I could do a rollout for every song, I would. But I knew that this song was special. I knew that it's something different. So I really just wanted to treat it as such and give it the proper time and attention that it deserves to get the recognition that I think it deserves.
No, for sure. You do that with a couple of your singles, but we're going to talk about that. So going back to your project that you dropped in 2023, and if I'm wrong, let me know. You dropped Shades of Mac.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And Shades of Mac, it definitely blended different vibes of who you were. So off that project, which track do you think captured you the most authentically when fans hear it? Yeah, let's go back in time.
Oh yeah, I have to scroll through the songs. Which song do I think captures me the most?
Or which song captures you the most at that chapter of your life?
At that chapter of my life. I would probably say Why Do You Wonder? Yeah, I would give it Why Do You Wonder.
As I wonder, why would you say that?
I think that time in my life, I was just going through a lot of things. Mentally, I was going through a lot of things. I was experiencing psychosis at the time, which is crazy. I ain't even mean to get that deep, but I was experiencing.
Well, if you feel like sharing, you know what I'm saying, the world is your oyster. If you're like, no, we're going to keep it surface, it's on you.
Well, in short, bro, I think like after I caught COVID, I used to be a heavy smoker. Still love weed. I wish I could smoke it still to this day. But my theory is after COVID, every time I would smoke, it just would not hit my brain right. Like it would cause me to tweak out, like
Really?
bad, yeah, like bad tweak outs. And I had a few episodes, I think 5 at most. After that 5th time, I was like, okay, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think happened?
I truly don't know. It is a phenomena that I still think about and wonder about to this day. Like I just don't know, but I always describe it to people as like a bad shroom trip or a shroom trip in general. Because I've had good instances. It just seems like it's basically like your own subconscious comes to the forefront of your reality, but it's not everybody's collective reality.
Yeah.
So,
now that definitely sounds like shrooms.
yeah.
For sure.
So, like, it's just I'm experiencing my subconscious at the forefront, and it's like information overload. So, like, I'm looking at everything, like even the slightest way of people cutting their eyes or something, like crazy, hard to explain. I can never explain it fully to people that ask me.
No.
But yeah, in short, and I was but what I would say, what it did for my creativity at the time was it definitely boosted my creativity at the time because I was looking at everything so different. Like I just had a different lens of how I looked at things, and
no, that's everything you're saying. It sounds. I've had friends. I've had myself. It sounds like you had a very heavy ego death. Like that's what happens when shroom trips. Ego unalive for the clip farmers. In these moments, I would say I've had something similar. Maybe not to heavy, but when I first did acid, it just mentally, I feel like it just changed the DNA of how I just look at stuff, how I carry myself, how I feel about myself, and it was just like whoa. Yeah. I was never the same.
Yeah, it completely rewired my brain for sure. Like I ain't been the same since, and not even in a bad way necessarily.
No, I got you. So you say you think COVID? Kind of.
I think so. I truly think so. It did not happen until after I got COVID. Damn. I swear.
Do you miss it? Do you miss smoking?
I do, fool. And that's so crazy because this was probably like 2022, maybe 2023. When that time, 2023. Yeah, it was about 2023. My time when in my life when that was happening. So, I do miss it still. I do, but I will say I am a much healthier version of myself.
Progress.
That's
what it's all about.
Yeah, so. I'm a much clear-minded version of myself. So I thank God for that. Do I miss it? Yes.
I understand.
I miss it?
I understand.
Yes.
But sanity is something very important. So I get you.
My sanity is important. God knows I'm a little crazy.
I
think he knows that.
We are artists. We are all us crazy in some type of way. So no.
Yeah. So I mean, I ain't tripping on it.
For sure. So as we are live on TikTok right now, so I want to ask this question because I have my theory on what this next question is.
Okay.
If TikTok made one of your songs blow up for the wrong reasons, like a meme or a clip or something, how would you spin it into a real moment? And what would that song be? Or maybe I should say, what would that song be and how would you spin it into a real moment?
If I were to go viral on TikTok for a song.
Yep. I got it too, y'all. Wait, if she ain't got it, I got it.
It would definitely be Cut Me Loose, probably.
What we talking about, man? What we talking about? I went to a Chelsthemac show. I saw so many motherfuckers like, "Man, don't cut me loose." I said, "Damn, what's this?" Everybody got snip, snip, ho. Like niggas got chance and shit to it.
Yeah.
And not only that, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. I'm
You
calling.
good, bro. Yeah, you good.
I just want to say the video, Chef's Kiss. Shout out to Ricky Devane for being super vulnerable for playing that role. So I say that to say for people who ain't seen Cut Me Loose, y'all make sure y'all see that. What inspired that whole video, the whole idea? Hey yo, you played the hell out that role. You played the hell out the Studley role, the stud muffin. You played that role.
Well, I'm very multifaceted. I would say, as much as I am very feminine, I also have another side of a kind of masculine energy to me, that can kind of come off studdish sometimes, even with my style and how I dress. Like, I like to dress comfortable if I'm not on my pretty girl aesthetic.
I got you.
I just like to be comfortable. So, I think that's how I could execute that masculine energy so well. But where the idea came from, I was actually at work when I wrote this song, which is
Sometimes shit like that happen. That's dope. That's dope.
Hey, some of my best material has came from songs that I've written at work. Crazy. But yeah, I wrote this song at work. I was just going through listening to beats on YouTube. Actually, this is a YouTube beat. I was going through some songs, like going through the beat, and when I'm looking for beats and when I'm listening to beats, I'm looking for it to strike a feeling. Most of the time when it can strike a feeling is when, I got something. Like, and it don't take me long to write a song. So with that, when I heard that particular beat, it just gave me
It hit your soul in a certain way.
It hit my soul.
It's a groove in that
way.
motherfucker.
It gave me lonely. Yeah, it gave me a real lonely kind of feeling. Creeping kind of feeling, and that's when I came cruising down late night looking for some trouble, and then I just went from there. And the more I kept just, I don't put a cap on my creativity, so when I'm just writing stuff, I'm just writing stuff. And I got to a point I was like, oh my gosh, like it kind of sounds like I'm talking like a man, I'm speaking like what I'm saying. So I was like, how dope would it be if I write a song from a man's perspective? So I took that. So the rest of my lyrics, I was kind of in the mindset of like,
if I was a boy.
If I were a boy. If I were a boy. The rest of the song, I was just kind of in a masculine mindset, like. And that's really where that came from. And it didn't take me long to write down either.
What about the video though? Whoa.
The video, I knew I wanted to just like, if I'm writing a song from a man's perspective, then why not I play the man? And of course, If I Were a Boy kind of came in my head, like Beyonce-esque vibe. I love to grab inspiration from,
For sure,
people that came before me. So like, I was like, yeah, kind of like on some If I Were a Boy type shit. Like, let me get masculine, or dress like a stud. I mean, I could easily execute that. and I could easily execute that. Then my boy Rick, I was kind of trying to find who would kind of play that girl role, because that can be kind of
it gotta be a little sassy.
It gotta be a little sassy. I know, like I definitely wouldn't want a man that I chose to like be like a real girl, like put wigs on and shit. Like, I wasn't going for that. So I had been kind of looking for me. I was like, why doesn't Ricky? I feel like Ricky would be perfect, because the thing about Ricky is like he's with all the tea, like very masculine man.
Yeah.
But he plays endlessly.
Yes.
Like he plays. So I just felt I like, you know
Yes.
what? I was like, Ricky, he like my homegirl.
Yeah.
For real.
He really sank to that role when he had it wrapped up when he met you at the door. Ricky, you killed that shit,
He
bro.
wasn't playing with it, bro. I was like, yeah, I knew you would be perfect. I knew you would be perfect, and it was funny. It was fun to shoot. We had a ball. B9 shot it. Shout out to B9.
Shout out to B9.
We was shooting on that video all day, bro. That was an all day production. Like,
Well, I remember y'all did have some scenes in the day. Y'all had some scenes that night when they left you at the door. So yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's how that came together.
No, that's
how that came together.
that's super dope. That's one of my favorite songs. Y'all check that out as well. And that goes into my next question. So when people do hear "Cut Me Loose," what misconception do you think they make about the meaning of that? And what's the real story? Or did you already explain that?
What do I think people misconcept? I honestly, to answer that, I kind of think the song is pretty straightforward. A lot of men love that song, and I think it's because I'm speaking to the men basically. I'm speaking from what y'all go through and what y'all deal with, and damn near what y'all think on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was really much of a misconstrued message, for real. I think it was pretty straightforward.
1,000.
But I mean, it might be a little confusing because it's like, why are you saying this, Chelsea? But people might not know. Like,
I don't know what you was going through at work that day, but thank you. Wherever thought process you was at, I'm thankful for that day.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so those are my just hot topic questions. So we're gonna jump into my conspiracy of the week. So Chels, the conspiracy, just free thought, but open conversation. Yeah. Do you think artists actually want success or just validation in today's media?
Validation for sure. I think success. I think people don't necessarily might not know what success would look like for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, what's the word? Instant gratification is a thing. Especially being in the music industry, bro. And you look at some of your biggest artists today, and a lot of people don't realize how long it took to get them there.
Come on now.
So
they see the little tidbit when they're on top, none of the backstory. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, people don't know how long sometimes, like it might take, you know, to blow or whatever your big moment is. So even the algorithm with Instagram, bruh, and how we post and make content and stuff to blow,
want people to see it.
Want people to see it, or it might seem like, oh man, ain't nobody, you scrolling past shit all day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't liking shit. Like I feel like people just really want validation for real. So like I feel like if you do music, you gotta do this shit for the love of the game, bro. Like, it's really what it is.
Bing, 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 bing,
you gotta
bing,
do this
bing,
shit
bing.
for the love of the game. Because if you don't really love the game, you gonna be too focused on what everybody else is doing and how they receive your art.
That's true. And it's funny how you say it. I truly agree with you. I feel people are chasing validation. And even like you said, people want that one post to make it. It's like the social media lottery. You want this one post just to take you to the moon and the stars. They see this, somebody come pick you up, rah, rah, rah. Yeah. And I agree with you. I feel as though this generation wants validation, but I just feel as though they don't know how to navigate whatever path to success there is. Yeah. And I feel like people don't know what success is, but I also feel as though people might not be doing the work to see, like, how do I reverse engineer this? How do I want to be this? What are the steps that I need to take?
Yeah.
I
agree.
And so, and in the midst of, trying to take those steps, I always say, like, that's like growing out the fro, but you want the hang time. You got to go through that ugly shit. You gotta have a no.
you need the ugly stage.
Yeah, you got to go through the ugly stage.
Libbity lots.
Yep. Like, but people want instant gratification. They want to, oh my goodness, your hair is bountiful. But you got to go through all that ugly shit. Yeah. Even in the gym, like, you know what I'm saying, you and the homies have been in the gym. Yeah. There's no way to really perfect that unless you
really pushing weight for real. Like I used to be, not even just speaking on it, but I used to be super small. And I'm still pretty small, but a long way from what I was looking like a couple years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it just take time. Over time, you'll see the seeds that you plant in the harvest. Shout out to Flow.
Yeah. Shout out to the homie. Flo gonna be here next week, but we're gonna talk about that later.
Shout out to Flo.
But no, I truly agree with you. And in this world of instant gratification, it's good to see homies that are still on the road to like success or whatever that looks like, and just still has a love for the game, has a love for just doing this music stuff.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
So I'm bleeding into my next question. So what does hurt worse, when nobody's watching or people who are misunderstanding to you?
That's a hard question.
I told you I got you now. I got you now.
That's a crazy question. Being misunderstood or nobody watching. Damn, both of them just kind of hurt a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Which one hurt worse?
Damn near being misunderstood. I think humans innately want to be understood.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're not understood, it's not a good feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of us are just generally misunderstood, especially nowadays. But I agree.
Yeah, I was like, generally, I feel like a lot of us are misunderstood. But I think we don't want anything more than to be understood.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's only by a few people.
Mm-hmm. It's human nature. And I guess when nobody's watching, they say, well, at least nobody's not misunderstanding. It's
you know,
just me.
What I'm saying? At least nobody misconstruing what you got going.
For sure.
So,
would you still create if nobody could see it?
Would I still create? Yes, I would. Mainly because I know that's what I'm good at.
Yeah, for sure. So do you just pen notes to yourself, just poems, just off the vibes and stuff like that?
Yeah, I started out. That's how I even started writing music for real. It started out as poetry. In high school. Yeah, it started out as poetry. I didn't get in the choir till my senior year of high school. I started out dancing.
Oh, word?
Which is what people, before I even did any of this
I never knew.
shit, I was a dancer.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I was
real.
a choir kid for 4 years, so I understand.
And then my older sister, she actually sings. She doesn't do music, but she just got a voice on her.
Yeah.
And she kind of coached me a little bit, like.
Shout out to Big Sis.
Yeah, shout out to Big Sis, just playing off of harmonies and stuff, and just being in the kitchen singing. I was like, oh shit, I'm kind of good at this. And then so that mixed with the poetry, mixed with getting in choir, like I think all that just kind of
made, like, it brought you into being. How'd you get the name Chelsthemac?
Brought into my musical self. How did I get the name Chelsthemac?
It fits now, but we want to know.
Oh gosh. Okay, so this is funny. The guy that I was talking to at the time, who is my boyfriend now.
Shout out to the boyfriend.
Shout out to the boyfriend. He was just on some kind of play. Like, he was like, yeah, you got all the hoes. Like, we were really good friends at the time.
Yeah.
He was just like, yeah, you just got all the hoes. Like, he just said I had all the hoes. So he called me Chelsthemac one day. And it stuck. Like, it just stuck. And I've been calling myself that ever since.
It's one name, one band, one sound. Chelsthemac.
Chelsthemac, one name, no spaces, no spaces. Yeah.
Dopeness. Okay, so that was the conspiracy of the week. Chels, this is the controversy of the week.
Okay.
All right. So, question: R&B is becoming statement. Let me change that. R&B is becoming aesthetic before it becomes honest. R&B looks better than it ever has, but I'm not sure it feels better. Are visuals at this time carrying the voices? Would today's great survive without branding? Is the mystery in R&B gone forever? Chelsea, give me your thoughts.
Is the mystery in R&B gone forever? I don't think it's gone forever. I think we really just trying to find our lane for real, like finding our this kind of new navigation, because R&B isn't necessarily the same as it used to be. And
R&B superstars rapping like a motherfucker. Once Beyonce started rapping, I knew the game changed, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that it's necessarily not supposed to change. Evolution is a thing. So I feel like, like rap isn't the same as it was in the 80s and the 90s. It's a reason for that.
For sure.
So I think we just finding our lane and finding our voice again, and finding what feels good. I think we reach back to the nostalgic times where R&B really was like hidden. Cause like I grew up 80s, 90s, 2000s R&B. So, I kind of lost my thought mid. I'm working on a project.
When you grew up off 90s R&B, it's just how has it changed and stuff like that.
Yeah, and how it's changed. I think we grab glimpses from that. I mean, at least I know that I do. So I think we just finding our voice for real. I think we just finding our lane, what feels good, keeping it honest, not trying to be too cool. I think that's another thing in R&B and how it shaped lyricism and what we talk about. And
Man, niggas used to fall on their knees and
keeping shit on the low. We on some keeping it on the low ass R&B. Like nowadays.
Yeah,
like,
that's fact.
That's what I'm saying. You had niggas on their knees begging for their chick back. Like,
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Baby, I'm sorry.
You only had one or two niggas that was like keep it low key, and it was R. Kelly on some keep it on the dime. It was you only had a couple people, but R&B it was
but
crying,
that wasn't the full
boo-hooing.
market.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? The majority of the market was very loving and
But it's not just, it's coming from all angles of R&B, from women singers, male singers. You know, as Summer Walker, Jen, I keep hearing sex grain, thing. Okay, y'all be playing that shit on y'all pay. I said, I get it. Y'all got y'all shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Tight. Yeah, like no, hey, no. That hard, fool. That hard.
I got you.
But yeah, I think we just trying to find our lane, bruh. Just reshaping it. But you know, everybody got different styles. I like to uphold some type of tradition. What feels good and what felt good to me, and where I get this shit from. Yeah, so like
keeping that culture alive. Like I said,
just keeping it alive, man. Be honest in your music.
Yeah.
Be vulnerable in
Yes.
your music.
Yes.
You don't have to try to be too cool.
That's real. That's real. That's coming from the Mac too. So that's cool. So this is my favorite part. This is the fun part I was telling you about. Chelsthemac.
Yay!
This is the interrogation questions. Woo! You have 60 seconds to answer these 5 questions. And if you don't answer these 5 questions in these 60 seconds, you have to take the T-top shot o'clock. It's called the T-top shot o'clock because my dog T-top thought about it, and I always going to hold him down in these episodes.
Shout out to T-top,
Shout out to the
bro.
homie T-top. He will be back soon. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The most motivational real nigga you ever meet in your life. Shout out to my dog. So, Chell, let me see. I will set up this, you know what I'm saying, a stopwatch. Yeah, it's that time. It's that time. All right.
Shit.
Ready? Oh, are you ready?
I am
Hold
ready.
on. Honestly, can you do it on your phone? Because usually Rudy be here. If you can set up the stopwatch. If you ain't got...
Damn, I ain't got my phone, bro.
Say less.
Dang.
We rock. I got you. And 5, 4... Let me make sure I know this question. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chelsea, what's the most unhinged thing you've done off of feelings?
Put up to a nigga house unannounced.
Ooh, and you ain't doing nothing? You hurt nobody?
I ain't hurt nobody.
Okay. What's something that you swore you never do but absolutely did?
Something I swore that I would never do, but I absolutely did. Be with a girl.
Ooh, say less. Hey, now, what did you want to unlearn this year?
Unlearn patterns.
All right, 25 seconds. Ooh. What's something you're secretly competitive about?
My songwriting abilities.
Ooh, why is that?
Just because I just think I'm cold as hell.
Say less. Chelsthemac, if heartbreak was a sound, what would it be? That's the sliding down the wall, son. That's the sliding
It
down.
came quick, too.
Yeah, she was crazy. Bro, I couldn't even get to the video. She answered that just quick draw McGraw.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yo, shout out to Chelsthemac, bro. She supersedes. You still will you still get your drink. Yo, but you definitely you still got it. You still got it. Yo, she crushed it. I gotta think of some more like buzzer beater difficult questions.
Yeah, no, that was some hard ass questions. You low key asked some questions I need to think about.
Hey, I got you. That's 60 seconds to take
shit
that drink now.
Damn.
So with all of that being said, it's time for our final thought of the week. Chelsea, as artists, we spend so much time asking, how will this be received, that we forget to ask, is this honest? And I think real evolution happens when honesty becomes more important than applause.
Yes.
When expression becomes more important than perception, when your work stops trying to prove and it starts trying to tell the truth. Because the truth always costs more up front, but it pays you back in longevity, peace, and identity.
Yes.
And the artists who really last aren't the ones who master trends. They're the ones who had the courage to sound like themselves before it was rewarded. My name is Handsome Samson. Dos Equis, Leonardo DiCaprio Pro. Y'all call me Pro for short.
Chelsthemac, baby.
And thank y'all for being here for this episode of 26 of the XX Files. I appreciate y'all every time. Peace. Love y'all.